Chicago Fire Season Final, Severide's Dilemma, Emotional Goodbyes, and Future Twists. As Chicago Fire barrels toward its explosive season finale, tensions at Firehouse 51 have never been higher. With Chief Robinson in custody, accused of murdering the man responsible for Monica Pascal's death, Lieutenant Kelly Severide finds himself torn between loyalty and suspicion. Severide has always been a man of action, but this time, his instincts are at war. Pascal has been a friend, or at least an ally, to the house, but his erratic behavior when it comes to Monica's memory has raised red flags. Severide wants to believe in Pascal's innocence, executive producer Andre Newman tells TV Line, but the deeper he digs, the more he starts questioning everything. Pascal has a history of extreme reactions when Monica is involved. So if this guy was responsible for her death, would Pascal really just let it go? The final will see Severide pushing boundaries, both professionally and personally, to uncover the truth. But as Newman hints, sometimes the truth isn't what you want to hear. Carver and Ritter's emotional exits. While the Pascal mystery takes center stage, the episode will also bid farewell to two beloved characters, Sam Carver and Darren Ritter. Their departures, driven by budget cuts rather than creative decisions, leave Firehouse 51 with two gaping holes, and showrunners promise their exits will be meaningful. "We didn't want to just write them off in some throwaway line," Newman says. "These characters have been through hell with 51, and their goodbyes will reflect that. There's history there, friendships, unresolved tensions, and we're leaving the door open for them to return someday." Ritter, who has been a steady presence since Season 7, has grown from a nervous probie to a confident firefighter. His exit is expected to be emotional, particularly for Violet, with whom he shared a close bond. Ritter's journey has been about finding his place in the house, Newman teases. His departure will force everyone, especially Violet, to reckon with what he meant to them. As for Carver, his arc has been more turbulent. After clashing with Severide early on, he eventually earned his place at 51, only to now face an uncertain future. Carver's exit is going to be a surprise, Newman hints. It's not the ending you'd expect for him, but it's one that leaves room for more story if he ever comes back. The future of Firehouse 51. With two key members leaving, the question becomes, who will step up next season? Newman confirms that new faces will be introduced, but she's tight-lipped on specifics. "Change is hard, but it can also be exciting," she says. "Look at Pascal. He came in and completely shook things up." Next season, we'll see how 51 adjusts to these losses and who rises to the occasion. One thing is certain. Severide's loyalty will be tested like never before. If Pascal is guilty, it could fracture his trust in his own judgment. And with Bowden's leadership already under scrutiny after the chief's arrest, Firehouse 51 may be heading into its most unstable chapter yet. The final is going to leave fans with a lot of questions, Newman warns. But that's the fun of it. Because in Chicago, nothing ever stays quiet for long. Chicago Fire's season finale airs Wednesday at 9/8 on NBC. Additional 500 words for continuation. Pascal's fate. Redemption or ruin. The biggest question heading into the final is whether Pascal is truly guilty. His actions this season have painted him as both a protector and a loose cannon. His bond with Severide has been one of mutual respect, but if Severide uncovers damning evidence, that trust could shatter in an instant. Pascal is a complex guy, Newman explains. He's not a villain, but grief can make people do things they wouldn't normally do. The final will explore whether he crossed a line, and if so, can he come back from it? Given that Pascal has been a recurring presence this season, his fate could go either way. If he's innocent, he may remain an ally to 51. But if he's guilty, his arrest, or even a dramatic sacrifice, could be the tragic end to his arc. Bowden's leadership in jeopardy. With Chief Robinson arrested, Bowden's authority is under fire. The higher-ups at CFD are already questioning his judgment, And if it turns out Pascal was involved in foul play, especially with Severide's help, Bowden's position could be at risk. What's next for 51? With Carver and Ritter gone, the dynamics at the firehouse will shift. Newman confirms that new characters will be introduced, but she's keeping details under wraps. "We're looking for someone who can bring a fresh energy," she says. "Maybe a probie who shakes things up, or a seasoned vet with secrets." Either way, 51 won't stay the same for long. One thing is certain: the final will leave fans on the edge of their seats and desperate for Season 13.